Hello and welcome to another edition of Defending the Den. I'm your host, Scotty Wazz. How are you guys doing? It is April. Who'd have thought? We are in the midst of, you got one more weekend of regular season games, but the playoffs, you can smell it if you can work through the allergies and such. But yeah, the playoffs on the horizon for the Maryland Black Bears. They have this week of games. They had this past week of games, which we'll talk about here in a minute. And then the playoffs start April 17th is the first playoff game. Against to be determined, as that will all reveal itself after the play-in games. But ahead of time, the Black Bears and the Rochester Junior Americans know exactly what they're going to be doing, as they both will be on bye weeks, as both have secured the top and second spots on the season. And now they have to just play out the rest of their schedule and then make sure everything is kind of in tune, ready to go. So the Black Bears still had a lot to play for. Going into the weekend, everyone had thought that the Black Bears were close to the longest winning streak in league history. And that was backed up by the league saying we were on the verge of going on the longest win streak in league history. We'll get to that here in a second. So 15 games is what was the thought of the win streak, but the Black Bears at 14 going into this weekend against Rochester, and this is kind of where decisions start to get made. Rochester themselves didn't bring many of their players, their top players. They left them at home to rest and to avoid injury. So they played with 3 lines and an extra player, and then 7 defensemen, along with 2 goalies, one I believe is an AP player. Black Bears on Friday night played the entirety of their lineup. So they want to tie what they thought was the record at 15 games and also get closer to 100 points, because the Black Bears at 96, 2 wins would put them at 100 points, which would make them the 4th team in modern history in modern NAHL history to reach that mark. So, a lot to play for still for the Black Bears, a lot of personal records too. So, still it's not just, playing out the schedule just to play out the schedule. There were things to be done there. So we go to Friday night, and Friday the Black Bears, like I said, facing a depleted roster from Rochester, but they got their shots on. They're still getting their work done, still getting things going on their end. They don't want to get rusty. They want to make sure that they are at their top, their top ability. The ice in the first period very tilted for the Black Bears. They had 3 power plays on that, in the first period, back to back, like AAU champions. And it wasn't until the 3rd power play opportunity where they would make pay dirt, as Owen Drury picks up a rebound off a Josh Fournette shot down from the corner, picks it up, wraps it around the net, banks it off the inside of the blocker of the Rochester goalie. That goes through his leg, propelled it in, and Drury gets his 18th of the year. Josh Fournette's 34th assist. Liam Doherty, his 24th assist on the power play. Black Bears up 1-0 after 1. And then the ice tilted a little bit in Rochester's way in the second period, and that's thanks to a couple of power plays on their end. They get 3 power plays in the period. Didn't do much with it. The PK played solid, made sure everything was on the up and up, and able to kill that off. Ryan Dean's playing spectacular, made a couple big saves in that second period, especially on those power plays on a lot of cross-ice feeds from Rochester. Dean's able to get over and get a pad on it, and they kept it clean. Clean sheet through 2, still 1-0 after that frame. Then early in the third, 5:31 into the third period on another power play, the Black Bears get one, and it's Owen Drury again, he gets a nice pass in front from Josh Fournette, but it was supposed to go to Trey Hinton. Hinton kind of, didn't get enough on it, and maybe he got a heel on it. And then Drury on the point, posted up, gets one, rips it home from the slot. 2-0 Black Bears on Drury's 19th. Hinton's 32nd assist, Fournette's 35th assist. Black Bears up 2-0. And then Hinton decided to get on the scorecard himself, make up for that little bit of a bobble. Not too much of a bobble. He got an assist on it. But he picks the pocket of the Rochester goaltender and wraps it around a beautiful tuck for his 16th of the year, all alone. And the Black Bears hold off after that and get Ryan Dean's his 7th shutout of the season, as the Black Bears win 3-0 in this. Dean's making 25 of 25 saves. A huge situation for him. His 27th win of the season, 7th shutout of the season. And the Black Bears get up to 98 points. On Billet Appreciation Night, they wore those wonderful Family Forever Heather Schneider tribute jerseys. And it was a good tribute for her on that night. They wore them again on Saturday as well, as the Black Bears honored their overagers, as 8 overagers on board were honored for this one. But a lot of different personalities in this one, as the Black Bears had a number of affiliate players in the lineup, including Greta Insana, Keele Deuling, Cade Canali, and Philip Kazmarski also in there. Hayden Close also had the affiliate player designation, though he has played earlier in this year. So a 5 spot of players. Harrison Smith, Cole Peters, Tanner Duncan, Liam Doherty, Sam Osei. I think that was all. Oh, Trey Hinton also didn't suit up for that one, and Duncan had just had his 31-game point streak broken as well for him as the night before, as he didn't register a point. So Black Bears chasing after that. Harrison Smith didn't get a point either. He was chasing after 100 points. He's at 96. We'll see if he goes up to Danbury at all this weekend. But in any case, they were sitting out on this one, letting themselves get some rest. And boy, howdy, did the affiliate players pick some things up here on this one. And it started only a minute 34 in when Graydon Insana picks up a nice little rebound off a Daniel Johnson shot. Right place, right time, just a nice release, quick release on there. And Insana has his first NAHL goal and his first NAHL shift, with Daniel Johnson getting his 21st assist. Black Bears up 1-0. Now, the Rochester Junior Americans did have the possession time in this one, for offensive zone possession time, a lot more. They were crashing, they were in their offensive zone, creating more shots. Dom Gatto had to be sharp in this one, and he was, as the first period just really bringing a lot of heat. And a couple power plays as well helped that shot count go up. But Black Bears go into the intermission up by a score of 1-0 after one period of play. Then the second period of play, Black Bears get a little bit more, actually not really more control. They kept things a little bit further out for Rochester, but they also didn't strike a lot in their offensive zone. A lot of the stuff that they were trying, getting blocked, sticks in the lanes from Rochester. Black Bears did have a couple of power plays in the first period that kind of got broken up a lot, and they just couldn't get the right person. They couldn't get the right flow going for themselves, but they were able to get some hometown bounces as in the second period, just past the midway point. Logan Deuling is one of the beneficiaries of that bounce, as on a clearing attempt, Rochester hits the dasher board, and it struck the right dasher board that just dulls the puck. Gets it out to Keele Deuling. Keele Deuling gets it to his brother Logan, and Logan just snaps it home for his 4th of the year. What a release, too, as he gets his 4th of the year. Keele Deuling gets his first assist in his first NAHL game, and Socrat Markarian gets his 6th assist of the year. Black Bears up 2-0, and right after that, his next shift, Keele Deuling just gets into his first NAHL fight with Michael Gravina. Deuling makes short work of it, getting a couple punches in and then taking Gravina down before Gravina, as the refs were holding both of them, decides to, finally throw some punches after that. So Keele Deuling really getting himself warmed up to the Black Bears faithful, and the Black Bears go into the second intermission up by a score of 2-0. Black Bears kept Rochester at bay in the third period, really just keeping them to the outside, not getting in the zone. The offense for the Black Bears really trying to strike as well, as Ryan Franks, who was on 30-goal watch, was trying to get something going, had plenty of opportunities, just couldn't, a little bit snake-bitten in that third period and in the end of the second period too. So he was unable to get that going into the majority of the third period. It wasn't until 4:08 left in the game when Rochester finally gets their first goal of the weekend, when Cameron Doran gets his 8th of the year off a alley-oop pass from the defensive zone, handcuffs the Black Bears defense, and then Doran was able to pick up the puck after a little bit of a bobble and put one past Gatto after a little bit of a nice little deke there in close. So that made it 2-1 for the Black Bears, but that lead didn't last long, as the Black Bears regained their 2-goal lead thanks to great play by the line of Braden Wade, Owen Drury, and Josh Fournette, as only 20 seconds after the Doran goal, Wade gets his 13th of the year. Fournette with a good keep in at the point, gets it to Drury, who had to glove it down after Fournette kind of chipped it back into the zone. Drury gloved it down, put it to his stick, didn't rush it, Saul Wade was wide open in the slot, and Wade has been hot this second half of the season, so he gets a nice little pass. He makes no doubt about it, just a snipe from the slot for his 13th of the year. Drury's 32nd assist, Fournette's 36th assist. Black Bears up 3-1, and we talked about how Ryan Franks was a little snake bit for his 30th goal, trying to tie the franchise record with Christian Catalano. As you can probably assume that Franks will probably be resting up this weekend against Danbury. So a great play by the defense with the goalie pulled with 50 seconds remaining. Daniel Johnson gets it out to the point. Logan Deuling able to make a good second effort pass in the neutral zone for Franks, and Franks backhands it in after he gains the zone into the net for his 30th of the year. Deuling's 11th assist. DJ getting his 22nd assist. Black Bears win 4-1 on Saturday. They reach 100 points, making them the fourth team in modern NAHL history to reach that 100-point plateau, with Dom Gatto making 19 saves in the winning effort. So a big game all around for this team, especially with the affiliate players that they had in the lineup, and those affiliate players making a mark in general. They did not look out of place. They looked very much in the system. So it was good to see those guys getting jumping into the lineup very quickly and learning that system. So with them practicing there as well, it probably helps a lot too to ingrain yourself in that system. So they did a very, very solid job for themselves there. So where are we at right now? Black Bears again, 100 points, 16 straight wins. And as I mentioned, so what had happened? So Friday night, everyone thinks, all right, we tied the record for 15. So I guess the league, who had initially told the Black Bears front office that 15 was the number, apparently it got back to them that they had done goofed. And what it was is then Johnstown kind of got into the fray, and they're like, yeah, no, we had a 17-game win streak in 2018-2019. Go back and look at it. Sure as heck they did. That is the record. So 17 is the record. No one else objected yet. We'll see. God only knows what happens now. But 17 is the record. Black Bears at 16 straight wins for right now. So that's pretty dang good too. That's pretty dang good too when you look at it. So and you're looking at the point standing. Black Bears at 100 points over Rochester, who are down by 27 points. But again, they've locked up second place. Then it gets a little spicy after this. So currently Maine is in third place with 68 points. Everybody has, except for Elmira and Philadelphia, who play Tuesday. As I'm recording this, they play in the afternoon. I'm not going to necessarily worry about that. Maine, 68 points, third place. New Jersey, fourth place, 65 points. Northeast clinched, so they have 64 points. And then the big matchup, Danbury has 59 points. Johnstown has 57 points. So that's for the last playoff spot on that one. Still, third place and fourth place very much up for grabs. If Maine loses out, New Jersey wins out, Maine jumps up to, or New Jersey jumps to third place, and then Maine gets fourth place. But with a win, Maine locks up that third spot. Jersey, they need to win out. Hope that Maine loses out. Northeast, I don't know how the tiebreakers work, but I think they are kind of solidified in that fifth spot there, if I would have to guess. Although regulation wins, Maine only has 19 regulation wins this season, whereas Northeast has 25. That's an insane stat. Out of 32 wins, 19 of Maine's wins have come in regulation. So there you go. But the big thing is Danbury. If Danbury and Johnstown, Danbury, now here's another insane stat. Danbury, 25 of their 26 wins are in regulation. So they I think, might hold that tiebreaker too. I think the first tiebreaker might be win. So if they get a win this weekend, they will clinch up that sixth spot. I think if Johnstown loses, then they're out. I don't know how the specifics work, but we'll be watching the Danbury games because the Black Bears are traveling up to Danbury this weekend. Take on the Junior Hat Tricks Friday night at 7 p.m. and Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. for some matinee hockey. For all of that, you can catch it on NAHL TV or head down to Chesapeake Brewery for the watch parties that are going on there. So a big situation that's going on. So good luck to the Black Bears. We'll come back next week and talk a little bit more about it and go for all that stuff. It's going to be a great, great time for certain. Time for some interviews, and we got unorthodox interviews. This week it was April Fool's when we recorded all this, so I'm only going to put 2 of them up. 2 of these, or 3 of them. You know what? We'll do a Coach's Corner as well, and we'll start with Coach's Corner, hosted by Logan Deuling this time. Logan Deuling wanted to take the honors, wanted to ask some questions, and the video and stuff is up on the Face Off Hockey Show YouTube page, youtube.com/@faceoffhockey FOHS radio, or go to clutchandcrabhockey.com. The videos are up there. So Logan talks to me and talks to Brennan Churchill, the assistant coach of the Maryland Black Bears, about for Brennan his philosophy for coaching and the NA3 combine, and with me a bear and what bears are. So enjoy this.
Hello, my name is Logan Deuling of the Maryland Black Bears, and I am joined here by assistant coach Brennan Churchill and the man, Scotty Wazz. How do you like Maryland?
I was born here, raised here, came back to live here. It's great. I love it so much.
That's great. What is your coaching philosophy?
You know, for us, it's talent. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. A lot of heavy skill, hard skill, right? We like to play physical, play smart, use our brains a lot, play structured, college-style, pro-style hockey.
Mm-hmm. Good. Who is your favorite Maryland Black Bears player?
Now or of all time?
Right now.
Right now? That's a really good question. I'd have to say it's probably DJ. I like DJ a lot.
Wow.
Maryland kid, defenseman, and present company excluded. A guy who really gets things.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He's a heck of a guy. So he knows everything well. And as a defenseman myself, I got a soft spot for him.
And who's your second favorite?
It's got to be Keele Deuling. The impression.
How was your last weekend at the NA3 showcase?
It was great. Got to talk to a lot of good players. It's really nice to have a league that develops kids to play here. Meet a lot of new people from around the league, as well as staff members from other programs. We also had the combine going on. Got to talk to a lot of kids there, see a lot of kids that we like to bring into main camp, as long as the NAPL showcase, or the tier showcase as it's called now. And we were able to tender a kid out of there who we're really excited to have come out to main camp and have a really good shot of making the team.
You can't stare at me. That's cheating. Who wears the Bruno costume?
It's a bear, Logan.
Yes, but who's inside of it?
Costume.
It's not a costume. It's an actual bear.
Okay. And how did he lose his shoe on the first home game of the year?
Listen, man, sometimes it happens. Have you not lost your shoe at any point in time in life?
Not that I can remember.
Were you Bruno? Is that what it is?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
I haven't seen you and Bruno in the same place at the same time.
Yeah, you have.
When?
On the ice.
He's not on the ice with you. I didn't see a bear out there on the ice.
Oh, yeah?
This isn't Russia. Come on, Logan. Logan Deuling is Bruno. Confirmed.
Wait, also, how tall do you think Logan Deuling is? Do you think he's 6 foot? Or do you think I'm 6 foot?
I think you're like 5'11".
Am I taller than Bomber?
Probably. It seems like it, yeah. Like
Bomber's 5'11".
Is he?
Yeah, so don't you think Logan should be 6 foot?
Or he's smaller than he is.
No, or Logan's 6 foot.
See, that's that 6 foot discrepancy that people have a little bit of hang up on.
Can you put Logan as 6 foot on the game sheet, please?
No, but
All right, that is it. See you next time.
Other videos are up, like I said, on clutchandcrabhockey.com for the weekly availability. Easy for me to say. Next, we speak to Vincent Glos, and Vincent has been having a great time since coming back in the lineup. He has been, very poised since coming back in and jumped right in. We talk a little bit about his confidence there, as well as playing with the affiliate players this weekend and how they've kind of gelled into the system.
Vincent Glos of the Maryland Black Bears doing it right now. And Vinny, a big weekend for you guys. Another 4 points in the books. Your thoughts on the weekend?
Yeah, I think we did really good. We were focused on what we need to do, and we did. We won 4 points, so it's great.
And this weekend, you guys only let up one goal, across the entire weekend. How was it for the defense, especially playing with, a different roster on both nights, to be able to keep, any kind of heat off the goaltending?
Yeah, we are trying to focus on our game, eating pucks, helping each other, helping the goalie. And I think we did a good job.
What did you think of the affiliate players coming in? It seemed like they really didn't miss a beat. 5 guys in the lineup on Saturday, and they seemed to blend right into the system well.
Yeah, they did great. They did our structure. They were playing really good. So great to have like good APs.
And for you, you get more game time in, you get more confidence in there. How's it been for you just trying to gain up confidence as you get into the playoffs?
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's great to play a lot before the playoffs. So going 100% in the playoffs. So that's great.
What has made this team so special? You're the 4th team in the modern NAHL to get 100 points on the season. What is it about this group that makes it so good?
I think we have a great team. Like it's like a family. We great guys. So that helps a lot with the communication on the ice, like eating pucks for each other. So it's awesome.
Guys, got one more weekend in the regular season against Danbury, a road trip up there. What has been the big message at the practice this week?
Help the new guys, a lot of new guys. So help them focus on our stuff and don't leave any points there.
Well, you had a great weekend, and that brings to us a nice box combo from Raising Cane's for Player of the Week. Vincent Glos for the Maryland Black Bears.
And now we talk to the latest tender, Keele Deuling. Keele signed a tender on Wednesday night, or probably Wednesday during the day, but he got into the lineup as an affiliate player on Saturday, had an assist, had a fight, had a time. So we talk a little bit about just being able to get into the lineup like that, also being able to play alongside his brother for the first time in their playing career.
Keele Deuling of the Maryland Black Bears joining right now. And Keele, big weekend for you guys. You pull off 2 points. What did you think of the performance of the team this weekend?
Yes, sir. It was a lot of fun to ride the coattails of so many great players. Playing with my brother was pretty special. Sokrat, Markarian. Getting to see guys like Ryan Franks out there score. I know he's chasing after that record, which is pretty cool. I really hope he gets it.
For you to get out there and get, kind of your first experience in the NAHL, how did that feel for you? How different has the game been? Was it a little bit faster paced than you're used to? Or?
For sure. I mean, my whole first shift, I don't remember much. I blacked out like the whole thing. But yeah, the speed is incredible. It's something you definitely have to get used to over some time. But once you get there, it's just goes from there.
You notched your first assist, got your first fight in there. That had to be a nice weight off your shoulders with something you can actually hang your hat on in your first game too, right?
Yeah, for sure. That was pretty awesome. I was kind of running around a bit, and then I got my chance and I took it. And getting the assist to Logan was probably one of the cooler things, I think.
And this is the first time you played alongside your brother at all, right?
Yeah.
How's that?
In any sport ever, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, is it something good? I know your family was pretty proud. To have them in attendance too, that had to feel special as well.
100%, yeah. There's definitely a lot going on there.
How have you felt since coming to the Black Bears? How have the practices been for you? How have you been kind of acclimating yourself to the junior hockey lifestyle?
I mean, 100% that as well, something to get used to. Hopping into it right away. Throwing the visor on for the first time, it's all part of the experience, right? But with the help of Clint and my teammates and even my brother there, it's, they're very helpful when it comes to coming in here.
One more weekend up in Danbury. What's been the key in practice? What was the message in practice being sent to you guys to make sure you can come out of there with 4 points?
Yeah, well, obviously me being new, I really need to get the systems down. So number 1, learn the systems. And then number 2, just execute and work hard, 120% from there.
Keele Deuling, the Maryland Black Bears.
Thank you.
Thanks to Brennan, Vincent, Keele, and of course Logan for their time here, and also thanks to the Black Bears for putting all that stuff together. If you want to see Logan Deuling and Ryan Franks in dueling interviews, you can go check that out on clutchandcrabhockey.com. Some alumni news, and the Black Bears will have one representation in the Frozen Four proper, as Tyler Young and University of North Dakota are on to the Frozen Four as they shut out their entire the entire time. They shut out Merrimack 3-0, then Quinnipiac 5-0. So Tyler Young will be jumping on a plane out to Vegas to help out North Dakota and see if they can't get their 9th national championship in school history. In D3, unfortunately, Thomas Toth and Hobart, who had been undefeated all season, got their defeat in overtime in the championship game as they fall to Hamilton College 2-1. So a tough break there, but a heck of a season for Hobart overall. Though, that one's got to sting a little bit when you look at the grand scheme. So we will see how they come back for more. Ryan Bottrell signed himself a ATO with the Iowa Wild. He had a split career with starting off at Brown University and then going to Clarkson to finish out his NCAA career. In his NCAA career, he had 26 goals, 69 assists for 95 points on 137 games, and he will start off with the Wild here soon. Hasn't played a game yet as of Wednesday night, but he is up and out there, so shout out to him for getting a contract. The Scottsdale, Arizona native, formerly the top points getter in a single season that has been since crushed by Harrison Smith this year. And also Tanner Duncan also broke that record as well. So congratulations to Bots. He's one of the a good standout alumni for the Maryland Black Bears. That's always good to see. He had a great season in his 20-year-old season. So good work on him. A couple of guys did get signed after their D3 seasons were up. Sean Henry, the president of Piney, back in that first year. He signed with the SPHL Knoxville Ice Bears earlier in the month after 4 years at Trine University, while Anthony Malika, who was there for that second season, signed with the SPHL's Evansville Thunderbolts earlier in the month. He had 2 years at St. Lawrence University and then 2 years at Adrian College before now jumping to the pros. We will take a look. We'll kind of keep monitoring other guys who are up and where they're going to be going for their pro hockey. If they're going to go for pro hockey, it's not necessarily a guarantee that you're going to get that mark. But we will keep an eye on all that, and we'll keep an eye on the happenings in the Black Bears and all that jazz. We will get back to that next week, however, as this is done. We have done another one. We have done another show, and thank you all for listening. Appreciate it. As always, follow us along, and especially for road journeys, and then we will have all that. We'll wrap up the regular season, then have a break. We'll have an off weekend, and then playoff start April 17th. Tickets.marylandblackbears.com for all your ticket needs for the playoffs starting in a couple of weeks. But that's it. That's all. I'm Scotty Wazz. Take care of yourself and someone else. This has been Defending the Den, part of the Face Off Hockey Show media faction and podcast monsters. Follow us on the internet at Defending Den MBB on Twitter for little updates here and there and little news nuggets and stuff like that. And also clutchandcrabhockey.com for weekly media availabilities, this will be the last one coming up here as postseason. Don't do any of those. But we will have road recaps as well. So that's it. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. We will talk to you soon, but until next time, peace.